Church, in less than 24 hours, we're going to gather for the first time in 18 weeks, right here on the front lawn of our church. There's just a few things that we want to remind you as you prepare to join us tomorrow morning. First, we're going to require masks to be worn by everyone that comes tomorrow. We ask that as you are climbing out of your cars tomorrow, you're putting your face masks on, and just remember, this is an act of love to your neighbor, to everyone that will be gathered here this morning. I want you to know that as you walk up to the church, you'll realize that the sidewalks have green lines painted on them. Those lines are spaced roughly 6 foot apart so that they can help us maintain our physical distancing as we gather, as we join one another to come and worship. The front lawn of the church, which unfortunately you can't see in this video, has white boxes painted on it. We've got box seats painted for you on the lawn, sized in such a way and spaced in such a way that we can physically distance and be safe, whether we're an individual coming to worship or whether we're a larger family coming to worship. Also want you to know that the building access will be closed from the rear of the building. So if you park in the rear of the building, you're going to have to take a hike around the building. I'd encourage you to park in front of the church or across the street in the elementary school parking lot tomorrow morning. The next thing I want to share with you is when you get here, there are going to be 2 welcome centers. They'll be identified by the canopies that'll be set up. You have to go through one of those welcome centers in order to receive a seat tomorrow morning. The purpose for those welcome centers are one, to pre-screen us. We will be taking your temperature when you arrive tomorrow morning. And assuming your temperature is below 100.4, you'll step forward and we'll check you in. Hopefully you have already registered. Registration is going to help this process streamline it as best we can to get you to a seat as quick as we can. But if you haven't registered, we're not going to turn you away. But we are going to take a moment to collect a little bit of information from you. This information that we'll collect will help us with our contact tracing that is part of our protocol and our requirements here at LHUMC. Folks, tomorrow it's going to be hot, and some of you are going to be tempted to bring water with you. I know originally we said in our guidelines that we would have water here, but we've realized that having water is simply an invitation to take your mask off. So we've decided not to provide water except for emergency situations. So if you want to bring your own water, that's okay. The only thing that we would ask is that if you're bringing your water, you're bringing a straw with you to drink your water. Because if you drink your water through a straw, you will not have to remove your face masks. And that's extremely important to us tomorrow, that everybody keeps their face masks on at all times. Another thing I want to share with you, I got a question about this the other day. I was asked about the umbrellas that we had indicated in the What to Expect document, whether we were talking about beach umbrellas or, like a rain umbrella. Well, we're talking about rain umbrellas because we can have a lower profile and we can keep those low, and they don't tend to block the view of the people that are sitting around us and behind us specifically. But what I told the person that asked, if you're willing to sit on the back row and you want to bring your beach umbrella, I'm not going to stop you from doing that. So that would be a location that would be welcome. And finally, we've got safety angels that are here to help you tomorrow morning. They've all been trained to know what to do, to understand the physical distancings and all the requirements that we have. They'll know how to get access to the bathrooms and where they are, and they'll guide you whether you're standing in line to go to the Welcome Center or whether you're being taken to a seat by one of them. They'll be here to answer your questions, to respond if we've got problems in the middle of the service. For example, once we get you to your seat, we want you to stay in your seat. So if for some reason you need to get up and go to the bathroom, it's going to kind of be like a classroom. We're going to ask you to raise your hand, and the safety angel will come over and guide you back to those bathrooms. We're doing that so that we can maintain our one-way traffic patterns as best we can on Sunday morning as we gather, keeping all of us safe as we gather. And I guess the last thing, and probably the most important, and I think I've already said it once before, It's going to be hot tomorrow morning, folks. So dress appropriately. Friends, I can't wait to see you. I'm so excited about this. I guess I'm cautiously excited about this. This is our first step of gathering again, of worshiping and celebrating God. So I'm really looking forward to this. I hope those of you who will be joining us are as excited, cautiously excited as I am. And after this is all over, you know, we're going to welcome your feedback. How did it go? What did you think? Are there things that we could do differently that you think would either help us to be safer or maybe even streamline the process a little bit, keeping safety at the forefront of everything? So right now I'm going to say goodbye and see you tomorrow morning. God bless you all.